grind, disruptive, yeah, from time, shaking up the norm, you know why. Original, tell you why. Basic, yo, that's your guy. I got different hands and pies, international ties, in the studio till sunrise. You know what, on that grind, disruptive, yeah, from time, shaking up the norm, you know why. Original, tell you why. Basic, yo, that's your guy. Got different hands and pies, international ties, in the studio till sunrise. Okay, it's never enough. Okay, it's never enough. Life can get so mad and life can get so tough. They can't handle nothing, that's why I do this stuff. That's why I wrote this stuff, that's how we hold it down, this love. Hit Istanbul like 3-4, when I call me that's plus 44. You know me, you know the score, you know what the hell we do this for. They wanna sleep in the name like Moldavore. I'm around but they wanna call me to go. I know what they're saying but really though, this flame just burning in my soul. Are you a villain, are you an angel? Are you willing, are you able? Are you a villain, are you an angel? Are you willing, are you able? You know what, on that grind, disruptive, yeah, from time, shaking up the norm, you know why. Original, tell you why. Basic, yo, that's your guy. I got different hands and pies, international ties, in the studio till sunrise. You know what, on that grind, disruptive, yeah, from time, shaking up the norm, you know why. Original, tell you why. Basic, yo, that's your guy. Got different hands and pies, international ties, in the studio till sunrise. Stumble like 3-4, when I call me that's plus 44. You know me, you know the score, you know what the hell we do this for. They wanna sleep in the name like Moldavore. I'm around but they wanna call me to go. I know what they're saying but really though, this flame just burning in my soul. Are you a villain, are you an angel? Are you willing, are you able? Are you a villain, are you an angel? Are you willing, are you able, yeah. You know what, on that grind, disruptive, yeah, from time, shaking up the norm, you know why. Original, tell you why. Basic, yo, that's your guy. I got different hands and pies, international ties, in the studio till sunrise. You know what, on that grind, disruptive, yeah, from time, shaking up the norm, you know why. Original, tell you why. Basic, yo, that's your guy. Got different hands and pies, international ties, in the studio till sunrise.
Yeah! We made it! We made it! We made it! Oh! Everybody clap for me! Clap for me! For missing out the show for 2 weeks! Safe! Safe! It's so good to be back! It's so good! Ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing? It's been a very long time. Shit, man. What's happened? I'm new. I'm fresh. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Oh shit, my hair's messed up. I'm pretty ill, by the way, so I'll be muting myself as I cough with whatever disease that's been going around in London. It's been atrocious. I can't. Luckily, I've got a mute button, so I can mute myself from this horrible chesty cough. But there's like some COVID version 5 going around. I don't know what it is, but you know what? I'd rather have that than take another vaccine that will absolutely debilitate me. Oh shit, I've got tunes on, bruv. Chat. It's nice to see you guys, man. I have been away, AWOL, as a result of being at GDC. Which was an amazing experience. Oh, this is loud. And then going off to Switzerland last week because it's my boy's wedding. And yeah, just been ill. Just been really ill. As turns out, some big news breaks out. I'm so ill. It happened yet, but we're about to get lit. There is so much to talk about. So much shit has happened. From the crying to the virtue signaling to some real genuine shit that's been happening in the space. It's crazy. So I apologize for my absence, but I couldn't really help it. I was ill after I came back from San Francisco, madly ill. Managed to recover. Then I had to go Switzerland, and then got ill again. Crazy. I hope you guys are good in the chat. Shout out to all of you in the chat already. I'm gonna give you some love as I settle in, because I was hastily preparing the topics, but there's so many big ones. And the big one that I didn't get the chance to speak to you guys about, which I wanted to make a video on, but I will switch the screen. Let's see if it works, actually. Yeah, kind of. Right. I want to turn this. Wait, there. Oh! Don't know how that works, but safe. I'm gonna put this up in the screen because I'm about to blow my nose and I don't want you guys to hear it or see it. Safe. Let me turn the camera off. Safe! Should have muted that, that's safe. Oh, you don't want to see me blow my fat schnoz. It's what we do. It's what we do. And you can tell from this topic and the image on the screen what I want to talk to people about. Because of the reactions of the internet lemmings has been, in fact, I am in the minority again ostracized, doomed, destined to be the leper of the space for having my own views that don't follow the tide. Or I should say, the tide of the NPCs on Twitter that like to follow the popular opinion and can't think for themselves. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I want to talk about that shit. I'm gonna go in, and this isn't just, you know, drama farming for the sake of it, having a divergent view. You guys who watch my content know I have been a vociferous supporter of AI. I've had arguments with Thomas Sala, who's a great indie developer who hates AI and things like that, and I've had him on the show Game on Daily talking about why I loved AI. I loved Gen AI, but that doesn't mean that I have a myopic, one-dimensional view. There's a lot to talk about. But if you want the right opinion, you've come to the right place. before I go ahead and do that, let me just give a shout out to everyone in the chat. Abdel, TTS Mo, Lutrons, good to see you, man. I updated Spotify Nightwave Radio for you. Hope you enjoy. E-Rex, good to see you, man. Always good to see your support, man. Captain Crunch, Ass Produce, I see you. Saltec, my Habibi. Ultra Pandora, Habibi. Anyone who gets a little badge goes, you know what, they get some reverb. Lutrons, yeah. E-Rex, yeah. Saltec, yeah. Ultra Pandora, yeah. I feel bad for not doing it. Replicant, yeah. Oh, it's just thing the music now, isn't it? Oh no, it's a new track. Hey, safe. Yeah, what's going on, Nariko? Let me shout out to everyone. Grey Fox, Toon Medic, Randoms, Vitch, Fletch, AC2 Cold, good to see you, bro. Where we playing some more freaking marathon, G? Dr. Scottis, the Black Jones. And yeah, I think I've caught up with everyone. I saw that. You're the man, bro. Oh, you saw that? Okay, that's good. That means you follow the things, isn't it? I hope you got a notification or something about that. But, so, before I go into the madness, let me tell you about my time at GDC. I had a chance to go with Insider Gaming, which I'm having in the shirt right now. In fact, it's actually kind of hot. Let me take my top off. 1 second. Yeah. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so high. Repping the IG boys. So it was actually really fun. Really fun to be part of. So Insider Gaming isn't just like any other publication. Otherwise, I wouldn't join them. You know, me and Tom have been chatting in the background anyway. And Insider Gaming were seen as this maverick kind of publication because of the insider stuff that they were revealing. They weren't necessarily viewed initially that positively. And since that, but Insider Gaming have had a meteoric rise. And going with the crew, and I've seen other journalist crews. We were on Game On Daily, which is a news aggregation website. We got to know teams within these journalistic outfits really well. IG stands out massively because of some of the people that are on there are insane. The co-owner, shout out to Yanis, shout out to Tom Henderson. They're very different from your normal set of peeps, man. Shout out to Mike, who is on the spectrum, but in a good way, bruv, because that guy is committed. These people are driven really well. You just see how they operate. It's amazing. Really good team, amazing video editors and things like that. And I just feel like I was a good fit actually in that space. Shout out to Yanis, is the co-founder. This guy is like pro. He was in Fatality. He was a pro gamer. He's got world records in Fortnite and Quake and everything. This guy's a genius. So we went out to GDC. Never met these guys in real life, and it was a really good experience. And we were preparing for the indie showcase. So Insider Gaming is doing an indie showcase to help indie developers get publisher funding who don't have a publisher or funding. So it's a really good thing Insider Gaming is doing. A lot of work is going down, and we did back-to-back interviews, not just with them, but with not just with indies, but with all sorts of people. And yeah, it was a madness. And John, who's in the chat, who's retracted his message, was there as well. It's really nice, and you can imagine he was going all parasocial, sucking the out of Asha, Sharma and them lot, which is standard now. But yeah, it was really good. And we got to go to the Xbox, like, you know, the little show that they did. And oh man, you know what? I'm gonna be a bit toxic here, yeah? And this is what sets IG apart from a lot of other people. And I won't mention names, but I saw all your usual lot. And then I saw the absolute freaking sad little, like, basically corpo cucks just there nodding away at everything. Like Jason Ronald was saying, yeah. It's like, what the fuck is this guy doing, bruv? Is his neck broken, bruv? He's like the Churchill dog. Yeah. And I was just like, bruv, the shillery doesn't stop. But you know, that just wound me up. I'm like, what the fuck is this Brad doing? And there's so many like that. But at the same time, it was good to see so many people there. You know what the funny thing is? The funny thing is, we're interviewing. Sorry about this. Probably die on screen today. What's up, Scorch? Good to see you, man. We saw loads of indies, and I asked every indie and AA's what game their engine is built on. And almost all of them, like 90% of them said Unreal Engine 5. And then I said, how is it working on your UE5? It's got a mad, rep here and there. It's not all that. You know what they were saying? They were like, it's actually amazing. Yes, it has problems here and there, but overall, they loved it. And I was just like, but the internet, always hating on it. They're like, we wouldn't be able to achieve the level of fidelity we're going for if it wasn't for UE5. A couple were using Unity, but everyone's using UE5. So you can cry about Unreal Engine all you want. Like, oh no, it's Alex going, where? Unreal Engine, where? But you have to understand, look at the industry right now. You can't have your cake and eat it. On the one hand, you're seeing mass layoffs, which we'll go on in a bit. Closures, studio closures, talking about how AAA space is unsustainable. The AA space is getting murked, burgeoning budgets here and there. And then here comes an engine that allows you to build games, even as a solo dev, to a level of fidelity that is so far beyond what we would previously consider an indie level that what you're complaining about. So there are some valid concerns about homogenization of game industry. You don't want the same engines here and there, and then people are like, oh yeah, but we want our own bespoke engines. I'm like, do you know what it costs to have your game on a do you know what it costs to build your own engine? Do you understand the perils of doing that? Not everyone has millions of dollars to build a freaking game engine of their own, man. And they're like, look at Pearl Abyss, they built their own game. But how did that work out for Crimson Desert, yeah? Because oh man, I should not be doing a show today. My cough, every time I talk, I cough. But Crimson Desert, there it is. Christopher, hey, because Crimson Desert engine shits on Unreal Engine 5 hard. Okay. First of all, it's optimized as ass. Optimization is ass. You had big PC struggling with that, with stupid engine. Nothing stupid, it's great engine. It's a great engine. But tell me, what did it cost for that developer to even have their own engine? Pearl Abyss's engine is beautiful. I'm not saying that it's not good to have proprietary engines. It's great. But the reality sets in. How did Pearl Abyss have that engine? Because they had a mobile game that freaking funneled them and enabled them to delay their game for multiple years and build their own engine. It's not everyone has that ability. So you guys are like, oh no, there should be their own bespoke engine, Unreal Engine. Well, like, okay, then who's gonna pay for this new engine? Your mum? Get the fuck out of here, talking shit. Yes, the Crimson Desert engine is impressive, but the reality is that's a unicorn. That's an exception to the rule. It's an exception to the rule. No one else has like a mobile game that's wildly successful that enables them to sink millions in R&D on a game that has had very mixed reviews, I must say. Whoever you ask, I feel like it's one of those slow burner games. Before it came out, I was talking about how Crimson Desert could be a mishmash of like disparate ideas or something really special. And I feel like it's kind of in the middle, depending on who I ask. People say, oh, after 6 hours, it's all right. I don't know. The RE engine, another example, great engine, works really well, optimized across various devices. Again, it's an exception to the rule. It's an exception to the rule. Why did you delete that message to Crimson Desert? Engine is impressive. Assault Tech. Yeah, so it is. So RE engine is bad? No. Where did I say the RE engine is bad? I'm saying RE engine is amazing. What I'm saying is there's an exception to the rule, bro. That not everyone can build their own engine. If RE engine was so good, then they farmed it out to everyone, they would end up using that, no? So it's stupid. The hatred towards Unreal Engine because it's popular to hate. It's stupid. It's like, okay, you might hate the starters and no engine is perfect, but weigh up the benefits of what your Unreal Engine in this particular landscape right now is enabling developers from across the board to do. And if there was a better engine, why are they not using it? Why are developers not using it? All the indies loved it, man. I spoke to the indies, they're like, man, I'm doing so much shit. I could focus on the kind of and the variety, bro. Even if Unreal Engine is a singular engine, the variety of types of games, the visuals, the styles, it's so malleable. It's ridiculous. Like for this insider show, you will see I don't know how, I'm not allowed to say how many games we have on it, but so many games, indie games, beautiful games. So many look so different from each other. They don't look like, it's not like your Unreal Engine, was it 3? Or in the 360 days where you had that piss filter everywhere. Nah, man, nah. It's very different. So, yes, I'm sure it has problems. Yes, it has CPU bottleneck and stutter. We know about that. But at the same time, what it's enabling developers to do, even with the facial capture, stuff like that, until another engine comes in to, and I would love another engine to come in and put Unreal Engine in its place. This is the whole point. I want competition, so let someone else do it. But as it stands, Unreal Engine is picking up steam. Almost everyone, indie developer was using UE5 over Unity, barring a couple of exceptions. So, and it's not like they disliked Unity. They had a lot of love for it, but UE5 is the source. But what we saw as a result, a byproduct of that kind of like mindset of just hating on it, I'll tell you what, DLSS 5 came out. NVIDIA showed off one of the most impressive bits of tech in the gaming space I have seen in a very long time. And a lot of people will be like, oh, wah. But I didn't let off on the socials. I didn't sit there and quietly then follow the herd and say, ooh, because everyone else, every other mouth-breathing, absolute sniveling NPC was like, AI slop. And I'm not saying that if your critiques against this are invalid, but you could see everyone just I've seen this AI flop before. I've been watching on Twitter, and just the Twitter crowd, most people, I guarantee you, in no way, shape, or form, when DLSS 5 comes out, that they will play. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here right now. This is the most offensive image that spurred off masses of controversy. And it's this picture, actually, in particular. Do you know why? Because look at this. This is the original game. And this is what DLSS 5 does. And this was the most egregious example here. And I'll tell you why. And you should know why. For the longest time, we have had incels on the right or left, wherever you call it, and then the freaking, pearl clutching, handbag waving, multicolored haired people on the ultra left battling it out, from Gamergate to woke shit and all of this shit. I made a video on this talking about why the people in the middle, we just get shafted and spit roasted by these two set of losers. That discourse has dominated last gen and especially this gen, where you've got fat twats like Grums sitting there putting AI filters to show, oh, this is what a good game would look like. And there's a valid argument to be had about, the visual integrity of a game. But the reality is this. A lot of game devs were making their women look androgynous. Some of their fucking chins were the size that would make Jay Leno proud. Let's be real. There's no shame in making women look like women, or the level of beauty. Okay, fine. You want to have a deeper narrative of making women a little bit more plumpier, fatter, or whatever, hairier, all that. That's on you. But the East didn't have that problem. But there was a median argument to be had. Like, it was a checklist. And Microsoft had a policy, everyone followed it. You'd have a consultancy company pushing in, and they would just checkbox exercise. So that discourse has seeped into this. So when you see something like this, you're immediately reminded of this is gonna make Grums happy. This is gonna make all those weird grifters happy. That they just make a career, like the JTV or whatever this name is, that make a career out of just being outraged over this shit. And this one, if it wasn't for this, I don't think the noise would be that loud. Because you see, look, the context matters. I haven't played Requiem yet, but I understand that this woman has had, in the scene, the context matters. Her mom's died. And when your mom's dead, you're not going to dress up like this. Wait, you're not going to cake yourself up in makeup. So this is more reminiscent of someone who'd go, like, who looks like that when they're grieving. I understand that. No one cakes themselves up like that when they're grieving. Unless you're Erica Kirk. In which case... oh shit. I'm gonna get people pissed off with that comment. yeah, but she's wild. But yeah, no one does that. And that was that dominated the conversation. AI slop. But there were some genuinely impressive examples of this tech. And I just feel like people are being so disingenuous. So disingenuous. This here, people pretended that this wasn't nice. Okay, fine. This is how it looks. And that's how it looks with it on. What looks bad about it? It looks amazing. What is wrong with that? That looks incredible. The way the light is with the individual hair strands, the way it just looks insane. You're telling me I'm playing this option on. With this option on. If it looks like this. And the level of fidelity is just crazier. You just starting, if the DLSS can just completely change the look. This one was also controversial. You look at the base textures and stuff, it's not all that great. His nostrils are like kind of, the textures are, is whatever. And then here, you got a lot more definition, but they're like, he doesn't look like a teenager there. We're like, bruv, he didn't even have much of a face there, bruv. At least now he has facial features, bruv. It is what it is. But okay, fine. This is the most important thing. Now you tell me this. Would you seriously play Starfield with this on or this on? There is no way you can convince me most people would play with the other one, other than to show off or pander on socials to make a point. This looks way better, man. It looks 10 times better than that. And I don't think it's massively undermining the underlying visuals of the game. And people are like, and this is the beautiful part. Now gamers are like, oh no, but think about the creatives. Oh, now you give a shit about the creatives, yeah? You fake pieces of shit. Who was on stage showing this tech? Todd Howard, the man behind freaking Starfield, is like, I love this shit. Oh, but it's Todd Howard, and he hasn't made a good game in ages. The NPCs look like shit. Well, then why are you freaking worried about the integrity of that game? Oh, but now he's the prick. The median line is this, and as the news develops, look at this. This looks insane. What do you want to do? Do you want to spend the rest of the years in gaming waiting in an arena where we have costs of components being so ridiculous that we're gonna get menial upgrades in visuals because they're doing it raw through their hardware, where a freaking 6-year-old piece of hardware now, a console that you used to buy at Toys R Us, costs nearly $1,000 now. It's gone up in price. And then what happens technologically? Who is going to push the strides? This is the whole point. The AAA space has been so defective in making strides in technology. We still are nowhere near the levels of AI upgrades that we need to be. We're nowhere near up in physics, liquid physics. Are you talking about that? We still got rudimentary physics from the days of Half-Life 2. So you're sitting here getting on your soapbox about AI slop, think about the creative, learn to draw, and there's all these fucking weird, sad, quadruple chin losers who sat there on Twitter just mouthing off, and they've got their coffee link in their bio with some shitty bit of art that they've done, and they're getting on their high horse for a new bit of tech that is disruptive. Man, I'll tell you this, Digital Foundry, they got murked. Digital Foundry got absolutely lambasted. The head of this tech comparison debate. And then you had your, oh no, it's Alex, because apparently he's a freaking tech expert now. Get on, oh yeah, and they loved working off against Digital Foundry. And I'm not saying Digital Foundry were in the right or wrong, but you see the outrage merchants went hard on this because they're just myopic in their thinking. I'm not saying that they're completely wrong, but this is the point. So many lemmings and NPCs follow the same rhetoric all the freaking time. But this tech, and they handled properly, should be a boon for everyone. Good luck trying to regulate this, because I know for a fact when this game rolls out, all of you will be using it. Now, do I trust a Jensen Hung or whatever his name is. No, that guy is a dodgy piece of shit. And oh no, it's Alex and all these guys. They just view it as Nvidia bad, Nvidia bad. These in the PC space, you still have that tribal mindset that is so stupid and two-dimensional. Just because I have an Nvidia RTX 5090 doesn't mean that I love Nvidia unequivocally. I will gun them hard if they deserve to get gunned. If AMD come in and they do DLSS 5 like tech, they're gonna do it. PlayStation came out saying they're gonna what's his name? Mark Cerny comes out and confirms that they're also looking at frame gen, and you saw so many of the PlayStation zealots who went out of their way to talk about fake frames against who? PC guys, because they wanted to one-up PC guys. Fake frames, fake frames. And I also said, how do you think the next PlayStation is gonna pan out? Fake frames. And then guess what? Fake frames galore. That's what your PS6 is gonna be. Now what? Oh, minuscule sound. You had King Thrash make videos about PC, and he pretends he's not a PlayStation fanboy. King Thrash, I hope you're in the chat. What happened with the fake frames thing on PlayStation? Ew. And that's only because I tagged you on it. This is the level of discourse that you have in the space. Digital Foundry got absolutely murked. And one thing they deserve to get murked on, Digital Foundry then came out and apologized. They had to come out and say, oh, you know what? we regret our coverage because we should have first waited out and seen what other people would have, the opinion of others. What? Why on earth are you, the objective analysis guys, so driven by the opinion of others? They should have no bearing whatsoever on your opinion of this tech. They were so excited and they acknowledged it. Then you had, what's his name, John Linneman. He's like, oh my god. And you know, John Linneman is such a Puritan, and he's like, he loves his Sega Mega Drive. He loves that shit. He's like, oh my god, I can't be there with my colleagues about this. And I don't think John Linneman follows this argument in earnest as well, because he's got this weird Puritan stance on game development and how the development should be preserved about it, and this Puritan stance of game dev, which is going to be at odds with the reality on the ground. Thank God. And then, but Digital Foundry do a U-turn. Oh, we should have. You know, here it is. I've got it here, right here. 1 second. So, let me tell you one thing. It is hilarious. It is not hilarious. It's actually stupid. It's bad, but it's so telling that these AI SLOP who care about creatives, about the sanctity of the gaming world, they don't give a shit, by the way, but who pretend to care so much, end up doing what? Sending death threats.
Equally on the record, though, as a motive, as subject as AI is, you're really not going to make your point effectively by actively threatening or sending death threats to the DF team. This is crossing the line and totally unacceptable. Equally on the record, though.
Bruv, you are so pressed about a bit of a coverage, the coverage by an outlet about this bit of tech, upscaling tech, whatever you call it, that you sent death threats to these people, to the Digital Foundry guys. You sad virgins. First of all, you wouldn't do shit. And two, you would do that. Result to that, you perpetually diabetic losers. Anyway, it's so sad. Does it surprise me? No, but look at the thumbnail Digital Foundry used after we should have waited. And this is their response. Look at their faces. This is their thumbnail. Look at their faces for this. And I did some AI upscaling. Thanks to the power of AI, we got some great memes. Whether you like it or not, we've got some incredible memes thanks to AI. And this is the part where I don't know what they're playing at. I was very surprised to hear this. Here we go.
Holding my hand up and saying that, yeah, we understand.
This is after they find out the fallout is severe. At this point, everyone is shouting at them. Everyone is murking them. The whole internet is murking them. Oh no, it's Alex finally gets his reprieve because he wanted to hate Digital Foundry so much. And you've got everyone's got their own agenda and hating Digital Foundry. I'm like in the middle anyway. I respect what they do, but I don't respect this take.
a lot of the feedback to the video, and I don't think we did a good enough job on the day. We had a lot to say, not a lot of time to say it, and we went straight from seeing the demos into making the video.
Oh, you made a video and you still managed to discuss your opinions on it. You guys were waxing lyrical about it.
And yeah,
It looks like a mugshot otaku. Yes, it does.
beyond that, hindsight is a wonderful thing, right? But we should have taken more time with the material.
Fair enough. Okay.
And I think it would have been prudent to wait to see the reaction from the audience. And
Why? 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 It makes no sense. It makes no sense. The audience reaction should have no bearing whatsoever about your opinion about this game, where you can just rely on your eyes on it. And that's where they faltered massively. Now, since this reveal, there have been some reports of what this thing actually does. Some people say, look, despite Jensen, whatever his name is, giving the impression, the reality is you developers don't have, like, there's an argument that it's just taking the 2D image and then slapping a filter on it. And how are you going to maintain integrity and scene consistency with something like that? They've confirmed that developers, or they've stated that developers will have creative control over it, like what they're going to do. But what is it going to be? Is it going to be a randomized bit, or can they have granular upgrades on stuff like that? And DLSS 5 is not really feasible unless you have that kind of freedom, like for developers to plug DLSS 5 and read through the game engine as opposed to the end screen. So that's what I'm expecting. Don't pretend that you're not impressed by a lot of what it was doing in the environments and stuff. There was some insane game-changing stuff. If developers aren't chasing realistic visuals, and this is not the case for every game, they're like, oh, we don't need this shit. Well, then don't worry about it. Developers, you're so worried about the creative integrity of developers that at the very same time you're taking the piss out of the creatives that are building the games. So either you have faith in creatives to do the medium right, or you don't. In which case, then you can dry your eyes because the creatives were never on your side anyway. But this bit of tech, which is just a demo, you just started to see. And they had two 5090s powering this thing in an event, but they did say the intention was to make sure that it was running on one card, and it's going to be relegated to the 50 series, so it's going to be very early tech. But the scope of this is amazing, because you're going to get a level of fidelity that we haven't seen ever. And what it will enable developers to do is focus on things that have been completely just relegated to the sidelines. Areas like AI, area like realistic physics, and we haven't seen these strides at all. And developers are chasing. Bro, I'm sorry. I'm playing the amount of fake shit. Oh, it looks so soulless. It looks AI slop. Like, I'm playing that, bro. I am playing that. 100% I'm playing that. I'm playing the second with DLSS 5 on. I'm playing that with DLSS 5 on. Is that really? Look at that. Looks amazing. Does it look like it's taken away from the creative element of the first game? When developers start realizing they can do shit like this, it is going to be incredible. It's going to be, and I know most people, if they have the option, will play with DLSS 5 on. If you don't, how's that? Look at that. Look at the freaking shit. Bro, this is insane tech. Look at that. Are you going to cry about the apples looking more realistic? Even argue that, okay, just because of your sensitivity, we're gonna constrain this tech to some environments, okay? Let's just because, look at that. It looks incredible. The lighting's completely changed. It looks incredible. And Rambling Entertain is just literally another example of those AMD or whatever NPCs who just waffles on because he's an AMD slave. That's the point. You have so many people like that, disingenuous arguments about it. We'll never entertain the positives about it. If it is changing the integrity of the image beyond what the creative or the developer intended, don't have it. Don't have it. But this looks incredible. This kind of stuff is amazing. And this is the kind of tech I want to see. This it's early, it's infancy, and then we'll start seeing what developers do. At the end of the day, the developers are in the driving seat. If they rally enough and they really find it unpopular, and all the people who just dribbled and made their noise on the internet really have any value, this thing will get scrapped. So yeah, let's anyway, it was good. I saw this kind of reaction, and you see all the reductive and I'm not saying that they're not valid concerns. There definitely are questions about how this is going to be handled, but on the face of it, you shouldn't just ostracize the tech just merely existing, because I've seen the AI SLOP argument in years from the very same people who use AI all the fucking time. AI is a game changer. Yes, there's a bubble where all companies just blindly searching, but if you work in any professional capacity or any kind of capacity, you will observe how game-changing AI has been. But yeah, I'm not checking my DMs rambling. You're just gonna be sitting there sucking off AMD like you always do. But yeah. Anyway. 60 series exclusives, guys. Well, I'll get a 60 series YJ2. I love this kind of tech. And you know what? And Bethesda NPC slop will never be the same again. Yeah, bro. No way am I going back to the old school Bethesda NPCs after that. That was my rant on DLSS 5. I'll be a little bit late, but I can't wait for this tech. I can't wait to see how it looks, how it's implemented. Yes, there are questions on how it's going to be implemented, but I can't wait when this tech is rolled out and all the streamers are posting the games, posting their or streaming their gameplay, and they have DLSS on. Well, just wait. Just wait. Am I ill? I'm very ill. I am very, very ill at the moment. I shouldn't really be streaming, but I've missed 2 weeks, and I really wanted to catch up and stuff, and really talk to you about this stuff. There's some major shit going down in the space at present. I don't know where the gaming industry is heading, man. Every time, like one time I'll say, look, gaming is positive, you have double A indies really rising, then you have the console arena just in the toilet with so much shit going down. It's like, what the hell is going on? But let's get some of the smaller topics out of the way. Starfield came out on PlayStation, and as Asha Sharma says, we want to really prioritize Xbox. So what do? They released the big update for Starfield to coincide with the PS5 release. Yeah! I mean, that's for par for the course, really, at this point. And I'm not saying that Asha Sharma just got into power or whatever. None of that's going to change anyway. But Starfield comes out on PlayStation, and what happens? What happened? The game that the PlayStation guys religiously mocked. What do? Made sure that it tops the PlayStation charts again. Safe. PlayStation supporting Xbox games better than Xbox gamers, and then pretending otherwise on Twitter. Amazing. So Starfield, you've been seeing people playing Starfield again. I need to get back to it. I'm hearing all sorts of stuff. They've changed quite a bit, apparently, with the Starfield update. I want to do a few missions because it was bugged out on the I had a review copy of that game, so kind of want to do another run. But it's disappointing that Starfield is that I was hoping for a big seismic like update, or really, but they have improved the space element of quite a bit about the space traversal, which if you followed my content and my video on this channel, I think that's the primary thing that was missing, or was a weakness for Starfield. But it's something that they, instead of having one big update, they're just gonna gradually update. But I'm skeptical about that because, well, I think their focus is gonna be, I'm gonna have a strepsil here, bro. I think they're gonna focus on Fallout and Elder Scrolls. So I think Starfield focus will kind of go down in the meantime, which is a bit sad because I don't think Starfield will hit the potential it could have, but it is what it is. They don't want Saros? I don't know about Saros and how it will sell on PlayStation. Saros has come out soon. It's one of my most anticipated games of the year. For me, it's a day one. I'll have to get the base PS5. I might get PS5 Pro actually, but I might get the base. I've got a base PS5. My brother just gave it to me, and I'll play Saros on that. That looks great. Whether I think it will sell a lot, I don't know, man, because Returnal didn't sell much. It was just, I think Returnal was a little bit harder to market. Saros looks a little bit more vibrant. It looks different. The palette looks different. I think if calling it Returnal 2, which is basically what it is, would have been a misstep. So it's a good idea to go with a second name. But I don't know if that thing will sell, bro. But you know, it is what it is. It's more about the quality of the game. This year, PlayStation is doing really well in terms of games. We found out that in terms of the publisher of the year, like in terms of, so Metacritic is very important when it is important, and then it's disregarded when it isn't. But it's quite surprising in terms of which publisher did well. Sony wasn't doing that well at all compared to its other people. Where is it gone? I should be sharing insider gaming stuff in there. Where is it? So I'm trying to find the article. Pretty sure I retweeted it, but Xbox basically came in, was it like 5th place or something for top, or 3rd place for top publisher or Metacritic scores, whereas PlayStation came at like 12th or something. Oh, am I getting that wrong? Where is it? Let me check. 1 second. I'll find it. You what? Saurus is day one for you. Loved Returnal. YGT. Yeah, same here. You got the Returnal Platinum Lutrons? It's one of those that I would actually go back, because there's also a secret level in Returnal, a secret ending. But it is what it is. All right. Okay. I guess I didn't. I thought I did. Retweet this. Must have not. Okay. Weird. I'm pretty sure I did. Okay, maybe not. Yeah. Yeah. But basically, Xbox, PlayStation's, it's more about quality over quantity. At the same time, for the number one player to be in the space, I expect a lot more. And I think PlayStation fans who pretend to be happy with their console, or are actually happy with their console and get involved in the console debate, I think they're doing a disservice to the argument. I think they're just accepting the bare minimum. Albeit, massive disclaimer, this year is the best year in many years for the PS5. I think the PS5 gen has been it's been shit. It's been so dry. Like, I don't understand. Like, you PlayStation guys are so on one-upmanship. Okay, Xbox lost the console war, and then you'll go out of your way to defend bare minimum. And it's just like, all right, okay, this is your baseline. I think, I don't know what it is. Anyway, when the argument comes from me, no one takes you PlayStation guys won't take it. No one takes you guys seriously. But at the same time, I expect more from PlayStation. Although this year, I'm happy. This year is the culmination of all the delays and whatever, finally culminating with great releases. Saurus is gonna be amazing. I'm very confident that game is gonna be brilliant. They've got a great fighting game coming out. They've got Wolverine, which is a big one. So I'm waiting for this year. PS5 is a really good game, and it's got console exclusives, although I will play these games on my PC, but console exclusives that are really just really good as well. What's Asha Sharma gonna do? What's Asha gonna do? Well, Asha is going to kill Asha, you know. I'll be honest with you. This woman seems to have a lot more awareness than her predecessor. Her first job, as soon as she came in to power, Asha Sharma's first job was she killed the "This is Xbox. This is an Xbox" ad. Why? I thought you guys liked it. You guys came at me for arguing about. I went on a 24-hour meme bender, rinsing that this is an Xbox argument, saying it was so utterly stupid. I just made memes galore. See if I can find it. And he had owners Alex, the pretend non-Xbox fan, call me out saying, "Oh, Gaz is crashing out over this is an Xbox." I was just sharing memes. I was making fun of this ridiculous campaign. Sorry, I'm just having strepsils, so apologies for if you're hearing me biting down on stuff. My throat is murked. I feel like it's getting better. I went on a massive bender on just rinsing this ad campaign. It was so shit, so stupid, so reductive, so damaging to the value proposition of the Xbox console, which was already dead, but basically signaled the reality that Xbox console gamers are third-class citizens. And the advert is a culmination of everything. You see that shit ad, and then you wonder, but you don't need an Xbox. But why are the consoles not selling? What? Who greenlit that? Apparently Sarah Bond was the architect behind that. So Asha Sharma, the AI bod, comes in and immediately kills it. Even she recognizes this is dog shit. This is a dog shit ad campaign. And bless Deadly Headley, he's a good friend. He disagreed. He made a video on how he thought it was a really good ad campaign. Other people were like, yeah, this is really good, you know, Xbox is everywhere. And it's just like, oh, shut the fuck. This is the point. And Asha Sharma, what's she gonna do? She says there's nothing's off the table and then she's gonna do some shit. Good luck. Good luck. What are you gonna do? I have no idea, because the thing's set in stone. But you know what? It is what it is. PC is winning, yes. Solaire of Astra, 8541. PC is winning. As a result, you know, and we'll go on to the next topic, which is the mass layoffs. Not mass layoffs. Well, actually, I'll go into mass layoffs in a bit. Sony price hike. Holy shit. So we're being effective here, actually, at the time. I have a million topics, but I think I'm just speeding through these now. The hubris of PlayStation fanboys is beautiful. Jensen Hung is your prophet. No, Jensen Hung is suck my and he's a Zionist supporting piece of shit. Guess, can we only go up from here, right? In terms of what? Prices? Yes. So, RAM prices, the price of RAM went up, and PC, holy shit. Shout out to Petran, who helped live on this channel, helped me build my PC, and I did it for the first time. I built my PC from scratch. Sunk a good 5-6 grand on this PC. Never really built my own PC before, other than changing it from one motherboard to the other, but actually built it from scratch first time ever. I did it just mere weeks before this absolutely cataclysmic RAM price hike component thing, which will be a creature of, I think, the space maybe for quite some time. My graphics card, I paid £500 more than its standard price. I paid 2.5 grand for this 5090, because I've just I waited for ages. As soon as the launch came, I couldn't even get one. They had a paper light launch anyway, because Nvidia are pricks. Fine. I waited for ages. Couldn't get it. Saw it available. Bought it. 2.5 grand. Felt like you just got mugged. Look at the price of that card now. It's nearly double the price. Half the shit I've got on here, the RAM, was an afterthought. Now, the RAM would cost me, I've got 6400. I don't even know how much RAM I have on it. It'll be double the price. Crazy. That happens. Who's happy and celebrating more than anyone? PlayStation fanboys. PlayStation fanboys are the most perpetually insecure pieces of shit I've ever seen in my life. They will hate on Nintendo, Xbox, PC, their own mums if it comes after the PlayStation. If it in any way competes or is counter to their enjoyment. They celebrated like mad. Oh my god. And then on top of that, they had the hubris and the idiocy to suggest that for some reason, of all the companies in the world, PlayStation, Sony would safeguard them and the price of their console. The same PlayStation that before anyone else was the first to increase the price of their console just mere months after the release of their first, the PS5. And the arguments deployed were absolutely ridiculous. Oh, PlayStation buys at cost. Oh, because they're, they have like business-to-business deals, they will shield the customers from the cost of the component prices. Yeah, they can get better prices because they buy in bulk. Economies of scale. You absolute morons. How can you even think that? The freaking record is clear. What do you think is going to happen? You had your all sorts. I saw all kind of comments from morons like X-Volt. That bald piece of shit doesn't know anything. I don't know what he does. Probably works in an elevator or something, someone told me. What do you say to that? And it wasn't a matter of time. It was a matter of time. They thought that the PlayStation was going to protect them from the RAM shortage costs, and with the PS6 they're going to take care of their interests. The same company that has gouged them at every single opportunity, has rinsed them so hard. And Joe, you remember the start of this generation trying to double dip on prices for upgrades from your PS4 to PS5, and what? But apparently he had a lot of goodwill. The PlayStation 6, they will protect us. And then bam, forget PlayStation 6, they went back to price hike on massive levels across the globe. PlayStation 5, a 6-year-old console, went up. Safe. And Xbox did the same thing. Same shit. And when that happened, what did I say? I don't give a shit if you are losing money. You are a $1 trillion company that's already struggling to even sell this console. How on earth can you even justify selling this at a ridiculous cost for a console that no one even wants to buy? Now with PlayStation, what have we routinely told you? Xbox bowing out of real viable competition gives them carte blanche to absolutely take the piss. And this is just the beginning, my peoples. This is just the start. Because you're about to get absolutely from here on out. Beauty of competition? Let us have competition. Freaking Satya Nadella, you shit. This is the point of you not safeguarding competition. It's the failure. Your failures have an impact on the entirety of the industry, and this is the problem. And you know what the PlayStation guys are now doing? Oh, well, you should have bought it when you could have. Why didn't you buy it? Why did you buy it now? I could have bought it later. What do you say to that? In a weird twist of fate, or anomaly, I should say, early adopters, who are usually the ones to get shafted, because let's be honest, we early adopters always get murked. We always get murked. Hardware problems, there's some issues here and there, the prices go down massively. Bro, if the PlayStation 5 Pro is nearly $1,000, well, let me bring the price up from Insider Gaming. By the way, I want to shill for the Insider Gaming app. Download it. It is so good. Let me show you. I'll show it to you. In fact, it's one of those things that actually works so well, especially on Twitter, that I can't tell that I'm still on Twitter or not. That's how quickly this app loads, and it's really good. Here we go. Look. Okay, look. I'll show you. Yeah, look. This is gonna be out of touch. This is yeah. Asha Sharma. This is on Twitter. Boom. That's the app. How quick does that load? It's sick. It's really nice to use. And it's got bare features here as well. You've got a gaming calendar that's actually really useful, so you know what games are coming out. That I've been using this quite a bit. So that's really good. And then look how fast the app is. Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking at. So the PlayStation price increase. Look how fast it loads, bruv. It's crazy. Actually, I'm gonna look at this right now. And let me put my camera out. Yeah. So, PlayStation 5. It's £570. PlayStation 5 digital, 520 quid. PlayStation 5 Pro, £790. It's gone up by nearly 100 quid. These are 6-year-old consoles. They should be depreciating in value. The components to produce this should be getting cheaper. These are old bits of tech. Here's the sense, Petra says. Digital Foundry counts on Patreon money. Patrons are in the majority ponies, and ponies were conditioned for PSSR 2 content that week from dear. And DLSS 5 blew all PSSR hype to hell. I will say this though, Petran. That's actually a very good point. And I'm not trying to say that they're biased or not, but when you are Digital Foundry and you say that you apologize, or in hindsight you regret your coverage of DLSS 5 because you should have waited for the audience reaction, then when Petran says that the majority of their money comes from their Patreon support, that means you're more susceptible to your patrons and what your subscribers say. Interesting, no? And this is why you guys need to give me ratings. I'm sorry, but you guys need to give me ratings. Who has consistently in this space, irrespective of the base fan base he's built up, shat on the entire subscription base? Let's be honest, Septic Sauce, massively Xbox, pro Xbox fanboy, making fun of PlayStation guys, making their life so difficult that to this day they cry. Despite the fact that I also call out Xbox. But despite my subscription fan, name me one person goes against the grain of their own subscriber base like I have, to the point where I got death threats. I made a video on it, one of my best videos on on Game Mod Daily, and I've gunned Xbox so rawly. Here, got gunned. You can go on my shit here where I talk about how Xbox lost the console war. Despite my preferences. Oh shit, what the fuck's this? Why is it not showing that? Oh, that's weird. Never mind. Because I don't want... That's the thing though. They rely on it for their income. Look, I'll be honest with you. The more I used to want to be able to do this. I want to do this full time because I love video editing, which is something I have not been able to do for so long. Because running my own business, joining inside of gaming, life stuff, getting married, all that, so much shit happening at the same time. But what I've realized is the people that rely on the income, and believe me, I know people that their coverage, their opinions, the way they cover stuff is guided purely by safeguarding their wallets. They are enslaved to their subscriber base. I love you guys. I love you guys because you guys, I feel like I've nurtured a kind of subscriber count. Like I've attracted a group of people that you may have like pro Xbox leaning. You have a lot of pro PlayStation leaning here, but at least we can have a conversation. We rinse each other. We have like, you know, we have an honest discourse. Some people still don't get the satirical nature of that stuff. That's a problem we will one day resolve. But I take pride in that. But don't think that I'm going to be out of my way to assuage the feelings of Xbox fans, because I've not done that. I will rinse people hard. People hard. I'm not rinse people hard. I will maintain the position. I have gone to Xbox more rawly than anyone else. I have burnt bridges more than anyone else. I had Jason Ronald on good terms with me. That guy doesn't even reply to my DMs anymore. I got blocked by Halo. I was, and sure, man, maybe OTT in the manner in which I gunned Xbox, but I don't owe these bastards anything. Sorry, I should call them bastards, but at the same time, these guys, they utilize their parasocial relationships to court their favor for their positive coverage. I'm sorry, that's what they do. All companies do it, but Xbox especially, which is why when I went to GDC, I didn't want to give them the light of day. I even liked a message like Jason Ronde, hey man, because we were on a level chat, like, if you want to catch up properly, let's talk about it. Completely blanked me. He's just like, fuck this guy. I'm not dealing with this guy. He gunned me all the time on socials. Fine, fair enough. I understand that. But what I will not do is queue up for an hour to get an autograph from some man, especially if it's an Xbox exec. I'm not gonna sit there nodding my head to everything Jason Ronald or Xbox exec says. Yeah. I'm not gonna go on my way to have dinner there and say, oh, if you want to do that, that's on you, bro. But I am not some corporate slave that's gonna sit there and just. And bro, there were a group of them that went in, had a meeting with them, and met Asha, Sharma, met Phil, and all of that. And I'm like, this is how you get your marching orders. I'm not fucking doing this shit. No chance, bruv. Never, ever. And you guys should value that in this space. And this is, you know what, I rate Insider Gaming, bruv, because right now Insider Gaming is focusing on the right things, the AA indies, helping indies out. We do the showcase, working so hard with this showcase just to help indies out. What do we get out of it? We're gonna just put a good show on. Do you know how much fucking work? There was work doing interviews, throughout the whole GDC, but it's stuff we enjoyed. By the way, shameless plug, do check out the Insider Gaming YouTube channel. And I made some content on there. Yeah, I'll be making more content on there. My priority is Septic Sauce. Don't get that twisted. But there's so much synergy with what we're doing in Insider Gaming and thingy. I've been literally brainstorming ideas for content on this channel. I want to take it to another level. I keep saying it, but here's my just check out my interview with the guys at Valor Mortis. If you guys followed my coverage, you'll know how much I loved Ghost Runner 1 and 2, and these are the guys behind those games. So Valor Mortis is a really good game. You check out the interview. It's a pretty long interview, 26 minutes 49 about their next game. It's actually really interesting. These guys are really nice, man. They invited me to Poland as well, so I might go out there to chat to them about the game. Bro, look at me. I didn't even get a haircut. I'm wearing an oversized large shirt and I'm a fat piece of shit. I'm supposed to have my wedding ceremony in 2 months. Look at me, bruv. I'll get back on the gym. I'm back on creatine. I've been ill. I'm back in the gym, bruv. I'm gonna get nutty as fuck. Look, I used to be so built before. I'm gonna get back to that build again, man. I'm gonna show you some on my older Instagram page. You won't even believe what I used to look like. Now I'm just a fat. Since COVID, I haven't even recovered. Bruv, I was doing some mad weights. Look at this, bruv. That was me. Oh, okay, look at that. It was like 8 plates there on legs, bruv. I was a G. I was a freaking G, bruv. Oh my days, what happened to me? Look at this. This is the old gas, bruv. Look at it, bruv. That muscles, blood. It's blown out here. You can't really see it, bro. Holy shit, it's a sexy piss. Now look at me, bro. Fat shit. Back on it. Yeah. But yeah, sorry. What was I talking about? Yeah. Sony price hike. A massively divergent conversation. What is the PlayStation 6 going to be? If the PS5 Pro is nearly $1,000, what is the PlayStation 6 going to be? Do you really think... I made a poll, actually. Funnily enough, it was about... I think it was almost like a day ago. Oh, yeah, look. Here we go. I asked, do you believe the PlayStation 6 will be under £1,000 at launch? 68% of you say no. That means the baseline price for a PlayStation console, the PS6, is grand as accepted now. £1,000. And at that point, I'm telling you guys, just get a freaking PC. Get a PC, which is what the next Xbox is going to be. I just don't have much faith in Xbox in executing it, but there's a, for any other company, it would be an incredible opportunity if they were in Microsoft's shoes. Because I'm telling you right now, one of the smartest things I ever did was building my gaming PC and spending the money that I did at the time I did to lock myself in. Now, hopefully, inshallah, this PC doesn't get murked, but it's gonna be mad. Scourge, $1,000 at the very least. You're looking at $1,000. You're looking at $1,000, bro. If they put the price up now of the PS5 Pro, which is a 6-year-old console, not the Pro anyway, but the base PS5, and that price is going up and up. What do you think the next? And the PlayStation 5 Pro is nearly $1,000. What do you think the PlayStation 6 is gonna cost? I don't know, man. The PS6 will at least be $1,000. That's where we are at. Sony doesn't subsidize the Pro like they do with PS6, so it might only be slightly higher. YGT, you may be right. You may be right. Because with mid-gen consoles, he is correct. There's less of an incentive to subsidize it because it's more of an enthusiast grade console. But what this means is the baseline is so high that cross-gen is going to be disgusting now. Cross-gen has been a scourge of gaming, our understanding of generational divides between in gaming space. You know, we had a beautiful, what an incredible jump. We took it for granted so majorly, or maybe we didn't, because I remember the energy of gaming was so next level from PS2 to the 360 gen. Oh my god. The change was transformational with HD coming in here. The game's graphics were insane. Gears of War, shit was crazy. Even launch games, Project Gotham Racing looked crazy. Perfect Dark Zero, we just looking at the walls and the textures like, oh my god, this game looks crazy. The game was amazing. Even Rise Summer Rome just looked amazing. Even to this day, Rise Summer Rome looks crazy. And then since then, after that, we had this cross-gen curse. Cross-gen with the PS4 and then with the PS5, to the point where I'm hearing that even Marathon might get an Xbox One and PS4 release. And the numbers on that game, despite being a great game, Marathon is a great game. So don't miss me with the fanboys just to hate it. And let's be honest, Xbox guys want to hate on it because just like PlayStation guys want to hate on anything Xbox and then end up making sure Starfield tops the charts, Xbox guys are doing the same thing with Marathon. And Marathon is actually a really good game. It's a fun game, but it has some of its own challenges with its own visual style that may alienate others, may not be very streamer friendly, but I love that game. I've been playing that a lot. But apparently they're going to bring back cross-gen because the player numbers are like hovering around. And I really wanted to do well, man. I don't want it to go down. Like, this is not Concord. Concord was fucking ass. Anyone who says Concord goes, oh, but what about Concord? Don't bring Concord into the conversation, bro. This is a joke. Most played games. Let's see. Marathon is number 38, but at the moment it's 40,000. You know what? I hope that's sustainable. I think that's a decent number. So let's hope that maintains itself. I don't want Marathon to fail. I think it's a special game. It's really good. I haven't had a chance to go into the what is it, cryo thing, archives. You need to level up for that properly. I've been ill, but great game. And people want Marathon to fail so bad, and because of console war shit, and I'm like, just give it a rest. This game is actually good. It's a good game. Just because it's Sony or whatever, it's dumb. I'm sorry. I'm not going to go to that level where a good game, because it's coming from PlayStation, I'm going to just mindlessly want it to fail. If it's a shit game, I will absolutely shit on it. If it's for PlayStation, obviously. But when a PlayStation releases a good game and it's just getting mindless hate because of console wars, nah. And I'm giving a benefit of the doubt that PlayStation guys will never give Xbox. I'm fully aware of that. I'm not an Xbox guy anymore, but be honest. I've noticed this with PlayStation guys across the board. They're fanboys across the board. All the people who are console warring on Twitter, all the PlayStation guys, they will never go out of their way to defend a game like I'm defending Marathon, because these dickheads and these guys are losers. They are literally habitual. They've mentioned to people that I know, some who have been friendly with that, it really bothers them when bad PlayStation news happens. They get pleasure out of Xbox. They don't give a shit about the health of the industry. All the bullshit excuses that they employed, it's all bullshit. Head and shoulders above it all rises gas, despite his incendiary content always safeguarded, cared about the medium. Yeah. A cut above the best. The rest. That makes me the best. I'm wanking myself off today. I don't know why. Yes. So now you have Sony raising his price hike. Great. Then Sony gets murked on Metacritic ratings, doesn't even number 12 or whatever. Amazing. And then what does Sony do? Kills another studio. A studio called Dark Outlaw. I don't even know what Dark Outlaws was, but it killed it. This PlayStation has killed so many studios. It's ridiculous. How many studios has it killed? I think I saw a graphic. It was disgusting. They have killed 6 studios. Bro, I've lost count. Oh, wait. Oh, I found the thing. The Microsoft defeats Sony and Nintendo? Wait, here we go. So this is impressive. For the third place struggling player that just really can't find his identity, Microsoft defeats Sony and Nintendo in Metacritic publisher rankings. So 2026 game publisher rankings, Sony occupies a woeful 21st. I thought it was 12th place. 21st place. It's an almighty collapse from last year's report, which reveals Sony had the 4th best rating publisher in 2024. That year include Astrobot, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, Jesus Christ, and the PC port of God. That's what in their 4th place they were propped up by the remaster and the PC port of God of War Ragnarok. Amazing. And now they're on 21st place. Jeez, that's bad. For Sony, unfortunately for Sony, of the 17 products across 13 titles published in 25, only 53% boasted good ratings per Metacritic. The top rated Sony published game was ironically a PC game, with The Last of Us Part 2 landing a Metascore of 90 after being put. Microsoft fared much better. Last year, their Tech Titan was in 9th place, but 2025 yielded a 5th place finish. 81% of Microsoft's published games ended up with good ratings, but the catalog was much deeper. There were 43 products published across 21 titles. Forza Horizon 5, even more ironically, a PS5 release, scored 92. So it's a 6-year-old game, but on the PlayStations. Nintendo, by comparison, found Nintendo had a weird year, man. I don't know what's happened to Nintendo. Their quality mark has dwindled massively, and Metroid Prime 4 marked the start of it. I know Bonanza was nice and all. When did that come out? But Metroid Prime 4, no matter how much you want to damage control that was from 97 or where it was to what is Metroid Prime 4's Metascore? And you're like, oh, but Metacritic. I get it. At the same time, it's a average that we all use. We always use it. I always get this argument all the time. Metroid Prime, the last game, the 3D game, 97. 97. Metroid Prime 4, 78. How the mighty have fallen, huh? Terrible, terrible. And then Microsoft, because it's so big as a mega publisher, you get so much variety that it blasted through in. I mean, it had a. I wasn't a fan of Avowed. I was not a fan of Avowed. I love Doom: The Dark Ages though. This year, Xbox is. Wait, sorry. This year, though, Xbox should be, and PlayStation actually, should have a very bitter fight, because Xbox has Forza Horizon 6 coming out, and it has Fable coming out, and apparently, and don't ask me how this is going to happen, but apparently, and I still don't believe it, but Gears of War is going to come out. If Gears of War E-Day comes out this year, I don't know what to say to that. That would be insane. Sorry, Solera Fastro asks, why do you think critics liked Dragon's Dogma 2 more than Crimson Desert? I don't know. Dragon's Dogma 2 is actually a beautiful game as well, man. But I'm hearing all sorts. I had people had mixed thoughts on it. The Crimson Desert 2's control scheme was really clunky, and Afonso has been loving that game. And he said, at first he hated the controls, like, oh shit. But the game has so many game mechanics. I'm sure the story is supposed to be ass, but the open world is when people give it more time, they really fall in love with it. And I'm just like, I have so many games to play. I really want to play Resident Evil Requiem as well. And I've got so many AA games that I bought and indie games that I just want to go through as well. And Hades 2's come out on Xbox. Sorry, I didn't even freaking talk about the Xbox. Was the Xbox? Let me do a poll. Did you? I don't know if you watched it. I didn't watch it, but I'm gonna go. Did you? I asked others. Did you watch the Xbox Partner Showcase? It's called. I saw some of it. Did you rate the Xbox Partner Showcase? We're gonna do the Keighley thing. Jeff Keighley has been getting murked on socials, man. Poor guy can't escape anything. So when the Sony killed off another studio, Jeff Keighley did not tweet like he normally does, as swiftly as he does when it comes to Xbox stuff. And people like, Jeff, are you gonna say anything, Jeff? What's going on, Jeff? But you know, he's been getting murked. I think a lot of it's overly, like, just like the whole console thing. You know, we called it a PC device. He's kind of right though, but at the same time, it's quite funny because, you know, Jeff Keighley, come on, man, he loves that Sony. He loves that Sony. Which it might be to do with because his dad is into the TV space, and I don't know. It's I don't know. What did you guys enjoy at the Partner Showcase? I saw some of it, and I just like, I'm gonna play some of the. Let me do it now. You know what? It'd be interesting to actually go through some of the reactions now. Let's go through the Xbox Partner Showcase. One partner. 122. Let's go. This game is cool. I'm going through all the games that they showed off. You know what? Why don't Insider Gaming do? Insider Gaming. Insider Gaming should do it every game shown. Oh no, they have. Sorry. Of course I should have. Shout out to Insider Gaming. Yeah. See me actively doing what I should be doing. Right, let's see. Everything announced at Xbox Partner Preview. Hunt of the Reckoning Deathwish. Hunt of the Reckoning is supposed to... I actually played it briefly on console. I think I would have a much better time on PC for this. So, but... yeah, Wuthering Waves, I've seen it. Not really. This is the highlight. I have seen a lot of this. The Expanse Osiris Reborn. Now, what happened? Everyone loved it. Everyone said it looks great. Oh, shit. One second.
It was like another life.
Where is this play?
Everything made sense to you.
Oh, we can play it here. That's actually pretty good.
Oh.
Oh no, but I want to play this on YouTube actually. This game, everyone said it looks beautiful. It looks amazing. If you watch The Expanse, it's a really good TV show. I think it's on Amazon. And then later on, I found out, oh, they're going to use Gen AI for some like placeholder stuff, and then they'll replace it. And instantly, like, oh, what is this armor? No one said a word until they announced, oh yeah, we are using Gen AI. You fickle pieces of shit. Anyway, Expanse Osiris Reborn. I've seen the gameplay for this before. I haven't seen this trailer. Let's watch it together. Let's see what is going on. It looks good.
It was like another life.
For people listening to Spotify, it's not exactly the most exciting thing. From to hear a trailer. I'll narrate over it in my real time. It looks good. I mean, I watched season 2, and then after that, I just kind of forgot what happened, so I want to carry on with it. But look at this. Well, imagine what game engine this is running onto it. Make it look so good. Yeah, you know what it is. It's UE5. So a lot of you, 47% of you give it a B rating. I heard it was decent. I heard like it was decent. I was like, it's a partner showcase. It's not first part. If it's not first party, you're instantly, it's a different type of showcase. This looks really good though. Holy shit. You didn't expect. I know this is you know I'm loving the whole sci-fi dankness we're joining in movies. Now we got Dune 3. Have you seen the trailer for Dune? Oh, so good. I haven't even seen Hail Mary yet. Trying to find a time to watch it with my mates, but apparently that's incredible. Rand's told me the book is incredible and the movie was amazing, so I need to watch this. But this looks amazing. Looks really good. Yeah, so okay, that's good. Oh yeah, the useless press X, spam X to open a gate button. I still question the... What's the point of that mechanic, man? I guess it's more for... It's a glorified loading screen, as well as maybe make it more engrossing to feel the struggle of opening a gate. It's one of those, I feel like almost... When you peer through, it's a bit of a redundant mechanic, no? I don't know. Anyway, what else inside the game? What else did we see? Grave Seasons. Okay.
An empty old farm up in the mountains.
Okay. I can't mute it if I play it on the thing. That's the only problem. When it's embedded. Oh, you can, sorry. My bad. That's pretty useful then. So we got this game. Okay. Serious Sam is back. If you like the old Serious Sam and the old days. Oh, shit. Devolver Digital, one of the more fun. Do you have the guys with the bombs in their hands with no heads? There's not really a Serious Sam game without them. I'm not sure I like the overly cut. Oh, they got a card mechanic. One thing I will say, I saw so many games that now want to employ card mechanics. It's the next thing. I'm reminded of that. What was that? Back 4 Blood that employed a card mechanic and then ended up failing. Stranger Than Heaven. I saw some gameplay of this. This looked kind of cool as well. I'll put it up here. Saw some gameplay of this. This looks really cool. What games were you guys actually excited about? Shit is way too loud? What is loud? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, it's too loud when I play audio. I don't want to. Is it playing audio? No, it's not. Alright, did I destroy your speaker? Sorry, guys. Oh, it's just the one guy, proper hater, has commented 5 times on the sound. But yeah, it was quite loud. I didn't mean to play the sound. Was there anything that Dispatch is coming to Xbox? Great. This looks really interesting. Let me mute this. Yeah, visually this game looks amazing. Like a survival horror first-person shooter. It looks amazing. All the bits of flying out here. It looks really good. I saw some of the designs here. The vaginal face creature looks really good. You know, games just need to just get rid of the HUD. Just get rid of HUDs in games, man. It looks so much better. Figure it out, man. Get rid of HUDs. I'm sure you could find a better way. Look how good it looks without a HUD. They always show off their games without any HUD, but Alien Deathstorm looks really good. Pretty generic sounding name, but look. They always show off the gameplay with no HUD, and you don't need to see that. Look, it looks so much better. Once the developers find a way out that way, that'd be great. Fog Squad, Bluey, Happy Snap, Stalker 2. Stalker 2 is a game I really want to revisit, because I was not impressed when I first saw that game. It was on Xbox, mind you, but I feel like it'll do better. Musa, I don't know what the hell this is. Official reveal trailer. Oh, I think I saw this on someone was streaming it. I think it's a Korean game. It looks kind of crazy, yeah. It's one of those games you have to get hands-on with. Yeah. Hades 2 is coming out. It was okay. It's nothing to get my dick hard. But a decent amount of games there. Gaz is riding solo tonight. Yes. I had to catch up with a lot of shit, which I don't think I've done a good job of capturing, but well, the show hasn't ended, so I have plenty of time. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go about and do it. I'm actually gonna go and do it. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's talk about, it's about time we haven't talked about this. Freaking Halo. What's going on? Apparently, a new report suggests that Halo is approaching outsourcing the Halo campaign Evolved. Good. Do it. Don't waste time on remakes, man. I'm so sick and tired. Unless it's like a remake. Like, apparently there's rumors that Ocarina of Time is going to get a remake. bro. If Ocarina of Time gets a remake, oh my god. Ocarina of Time, I think I've rated my best game of all, my number one game, I feel like. Maybe Halo actually in reality, but Ocarina of Time is just magic. And if Ocarina of Time gets a remake, and it's just a shame because the Nintendo Switch 2 is still so underpowered. But yeah, that gets a remake, fine. But Halo Campaign Evolved getting another remake after the Halo CE remake is just waste, man. Other than just a UE5 like engine demonstration. But apparently that's what they're doing. So I'm looking forward to that. So let's see what happens. I don't trust Halo Studios that much. I'll be honest with you. I have not much faith. I feel like a lot of people, I get the argument. Ocarina of Time on my 5090, yeah. Well, unless I pirate it, because it's going to be a Nintendo Switch too, right? And that's a mobile grade console now in terms of spec. But broski, let's see. Either way, I'm gonna be happy. But Ocarina of Time came out in '98, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but 1998. I still remember going to the shop desperately trying to find it. I went to PC World and they said, "Look, we have one copy of the game, but someone's pre-ordered." I'm like, "Oh, please." They're like, "Yeah, don't worry. Here you go. Have it." I was so happy when I played it. I couldn't believe it. And my family had to go out to a dinner and they had to drag me away. And I'm like, "No." I was loving it. I was stuck in Kokiri Forest, obsessed with it. Amazing experience. But Halo is getting another studio involved. I'll be honest with you, I love the Halo IP. I have had such a love-hate relationship with it. Well, with the people who will be making that game, I think they have absolutely faltered with a shameful handling of the Halo franchise. But let's see what they do. Good luck. Everyone's like, "Oh, P and Hintze fixed everything. It's so nice." I'm like, "Oh, let's see," because I just get the feeling they're gonna fuck it up as well. But we will see. Forza Horizon 6 also got its PC specs as well, and I'm gonna be playing on Extreme RT. Oh shit, let me show you, bro. Oh, shit. Extreme RT. Which requires basically an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070, 32 gigs of RAM, and an NVMe or whatever. I'll be playing it, and what you get with that is ray trace enabled and 4K upscaled. Target frame rate is 60 FPS. You have to have 60 FPS. Although it's an arcade racer, but still 60 FPS is the one. Goddamn, Forza Horizon 6 Extreme RT, here I come, baby. Captain Chats knows. I wasn't blown away with Forza Horizon 6 visuals though. I didn't see a big jump from Forza Horizon 5, but with ray tracing, who knows? I want to see what it looks like on my PC. I mean, it wasn't exactly a terrible looking game anyway, but I expect a game that isn't cross-gen anymore to have a bigger jump. So I was disappointed on the face of it, but it's one of those games I want to see more of before I make a judgment on it. So that's going to be an interesting one. What else happened? Oh yeah, I don't want to talk about PlayStation dynamic pricing is ass. I don't think that, yeah, we had major layoffs everywhere. Last week we had what's it called? Epic laid off 1,000 people. 1,000 people. Ubisoft laid off 195 people. PlayStation obviously had massive layoffs as well, and then Meta laid off 700 employees. 700 employees as it pivoted to AI. It's crazy. Is there a bubble? I will tell you right now, AI is massively disruptive. This is not like crypto or anything like that. That was supposed to be disruptive to the banking sector of all places. AI is different, man. The way it is evolving is insane. If you're in a professional setup, it is getting smarter and smarter and smarter. And my advice to people is, don't just resign yourself to a victim mentality and then just hate on AI like all the time. Like, oh, AI SLOP. In your professional career or whatever, just utilize AI for yourself. You can't put a stopgap or restrain technological advancements. The tide is too high, and we are driven by those kind of tech advancements. They're coming, whether you like it or not. Embrace it. Understand where AI could threaten my livelihood easily. In the legal sector, it could easily kill off the space. So extract maximum value out of it, utilize it. So I've had, I have a graphic designer of mine, Jake, good friend of mine, who created all this dankness that you see here. This, the design, the logo design, septic source, everything basically. It's just sick. But when we were creating, artists naturally are quite skeptical of AI. So was he, and he is as well. But it's just you have to embrace the tech. Like we embraced the tech when we did my website. Look at this. That's AI generated. Well, this is bespoke art as well. But this base animation was the base still was AI. But like this, the liquid physics AI generated. These were not. You can see there's a background. That's my PC actually in the background. No, that's not AI generated. That's genuine bespoke art. These buildings are AI generated. But like it was when you start to use, I'm just trying to give you some life advice, man. Don't listen to idiots online and go, AI SLOP, it's evil, this and that. Bruv, look at this is the benefit. We AI generated this drone, but then had bespoke art on it. There's a middle ground to all these things. If you end up listening to losers online or loud, grifting merchants or the clickbait merchants, it's very easy to fall into that trap. But these guys are just outrage sells so much. You have to think about yourself, man. These people they're not going to help you out. It is what it is. But yeah, anyway, I'll go off on a tangent there, but layoffs galore there. What else happened? Star Fox is apparently returning in summer 2026, another one. I hope there's a sequel to Layoffs because I need that shit in my veins. Bruv. Yeah, what else? Fair shit went down, but I have to go back loads of time. Oh yes, new Xbox CEO is willing to question everything. Do you guys... I don't know what to say to this. Do you guys... Let me do a poll. Do you guys think... No, I'm not even going to lead this thing. I'm just going to ask you. Do you believe Asha Sharma can positively change Xbox? I want to get a read on what you guys think on this thing, because I have a particular set of views on mine, but I want to see what you guys think. Will Asha Sharma change things positively for Xbox? I don't know, but let's see. So far, the votes are jumping all over the place. About 58% of 64% say yes. It's hovering around the 60% as votes come in. I think Xbox leadership have been so bad and coasted at the with the Xbox Series gen, where Xbox had Phil Spencer had invested massively in massive studios, pushed the ZeniMax acquisition, put all the groundwork in there. They had this idea for the Series X and S console, but that failed. Technologically, it flopped. Compared to the distinguishing factor with the PS5, it failed. Didn't have a software lineup and exclusives to market the thing, it failed. It capitulated on exclusivity, it failed. So there were big fundamental missteps. No matter how much excuses you want to make about, oh no, we lost the worst generation to lose, but that wasn't the narrative when you came into this gen. At the start of this gen, you were, like your email said, you were very confident. You told Satchel you were very confident that things could change, but you never really delivered the big standout hit game. So how were you expecting things to change? But what I do think was happening at the start of this gen and maybe up until now is that Xbox didn't really find their footing when it came to, and I'm talking about their software here. They were being really bullish in gaming. Yeah, the COVID injection come in, and they didn't know how to handle the studios. Management was really hard. They were hands off to the point where even this generation, Undead Labs, were saying they were surprised at how hands off they were. We had the same argument. We had the biggest failing of a quadruple A bespoke studio that they built to monumental failure with Perfect Dark, and they've had multiple failings. Arcane Austin, just absolute disgusting Redfall release that anyone who excuses to this day is just a lemming. You know, they had Halo Infinite, nowhere near the level it should be. Their flagship studio 343, their flagship studio was turned 10. Forza Motorsport wasn't what it needed to be. It was a good game, but it wasn't what they needed to deliver. So they struggled, and only up until recently, now that they've really to be honest with you, it's because of the AI push. They kind of said no, piss off, pulled the rug under the feet of Xbox devs because they're focusing on the next shiny thing. They seem to be struggling with that, and now they're like, oh, okay, let's go back a little bit more to the gaming and do it properly. And now we've got Asha, Sharma, and them lot in there. And so I feel like now you're starting to see Xbox leadership settle in a lot more with their studios and the expectations that they have. So it's now, instead of being like a project, now it's being run like a business, which just comes with its pros and cons, right? So business decisions get in the way of creatives. That's not great. But what you're now starting to see as a result of that is now a call for actual accountability. Like the studios are now finally feeling the pressure. First they were on this like proper, because it's blown up. The developers there were having a good time. Let's just experiment. Oh yeah, Rare, Everwild, yeah. Why is it? Phil Spencer comes in, why is Everwild? I'm like, oh yeah, just take this DMT pen, take this DMT vape, Phil. Suck on it. Oh, it's good, yeah? Yeah, where's this game? Don't worry about it, Phil. How you feel, Phil? Oh, it's great, Phil. Oh, Phil, I love it, man. Yeah, Everwild? Yeah, I can't wait for this game. Oh, yeah, what's the gameplay? Don't worry about it, Phil. Waste, God knows, half a decade on that shit? God knows how long. Scrapped it. That kind of shit doesn't fly anymore. Now there's actual accountability. So we need to see what's actually going to happen now. So now the studios are, I feel like they've settled in now. Greater call for accountability means we're going to start to see better quality. You already saw last year with the Metacritic, Xbox is already, like, as a publisher, starting to really find its feet. And they have a lot of games that are coming out. I mean, this year alone, you've got Forza Horizon 6, you've got Fable coming out, which is going to be their big one. You have potential Gears E-Day coming out, which is going to be bad. It's going to be insane if it comes out this year. Again, they said they would. Even on a smaller level, even though I'm not really rating it. And I don't know how well this will be received. I feel like the Halo CE remake might end up being a little bit wank, but still, that's coming out. Then you've got like Clockwork coming out. Like, that looks really good, man. Like, In Exile are making memes with that one. I don't know what's happening with State of Decay, so don't even ask me where that's gonna go. You know, so they've got all these multiple studios. Then, you know, when they finally get into showing Elder Scrolls, like, that's gonna be huge. That should be due a reveal or some sort of announcement, surely, because that's been in the work for time. So I don't know when that's coming out. So as a publisher, and I say that as a publisher, then 76% of you say you believe in Asha can be a positive. Do you believe Asha can positive? That's supposed to say positively change Xbox, not positive change Xbox. But you guys are thinking that she could positively change Xbox, and I don't think that's a naive thing to believe in, because the past has been so shit. The status quo was so terrible that the position can only be, well, you know, it can't get any worse, right? And I feel there's Kiln, yeah. Kiln, I don't think it's gonna be a decent game, but I don't think Kiln's gonna make any waves. Although I like the fact that they're having their hand on, like, multiplayer like that. But yeah, of course, Kiln. COD as well. which I think will be shit. But we'll see. I think the next COD after the next year, this year's one will be probably decent. But yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like Xbox is starting to take gaming seriously in terms of their gaming output. I think Asha Sharma with new blood, you've got this revitalized energy to kind of. She wants to do. The thing is, she's willing to question everything, which is good. That's a good statement to have. But what does that actually mean in practice? I think, look, the exclusivity question, that's out of the picture. That ship is sailed. Pandora's box is opened. Xbox is not going back to exclusives. People pretend that it's fine. You know, exclusivity is disappearing. It's good for gaming. All that bollocks. They don't believe that. People who say that don't believe that. And you know for a fact you want exclusives back. But whatever. Without that happening, how do you maintain the value proposition of the Xbox console? So one thing I've been seeing Asha Sharma say is that she wants, and are wanting it, and actually executing on it are two very different things. And she said she wants Xbox, the next Xbox console to be seen as the creme de la creme. Like, yeah, sure, it's expensive. Yeah, sure, it's a it's got a smaller install base because basically it's a PC, right? But they're doing a hybrid console. What's a PC? I mean, these consoles are basically gimped PCs. We've talked about this ad nauseum. But if Xbox, irrespective of the minor, menial, hardcore niche fan base or buyers that they get, so what, say 10, 15, 20 million consoles sold, right? But even if they manage to execute on a hybrid PC device, but that's really good, that is the creme de la creme, that smashes it out in terms of specs, smashes it out in terms of performance. I'm not saying it does, because you look at what Sony did with PSSR2. We got to give them their flowers there. Sorry. You know, Mark Cerny focused on that hardware, worked with whatever, and then delivered a great update. Great. But if Asha Sharma can do that with the launch of the next Xbox, design-wise, execution-wise, software, all that stuff, the industry is heading in that space anyway, where the PC landscape is a lot more enticing to the next generation, and we're getting away from these insular boxes now, or the appeal of them is substantially diluted. We're not in the 360 gen anymore. It's not the same anymore. So PC is where it's at. No, genuinely, this is not, positioning myself in a certain way. PC is where it's at. PC is definitely the where it's at. You want the best of the best. I get tastes and all of that. You might on console. The next Xbox has an opportunity to really smash it out of the park in terms of where it needs to be. Before, actually, the Xbox has this habit of thinking ahead. Like, the Xbox One generation, they were really into the digital stuff, but they were ahead of the times, but the execution faltered and they didn't understand how. On paper, they recognize, yeah, digital is where it's at. Now, 95% of games are digital. Most of you don't have physical collections of games. Mostly, everyone's digital. But this time, Xbox just, incidentally, it happens to actually marry up with where the trends are. The next Xbox console, which is a hybrid PC device, is going to be coming out next year. And if it works well, even if it has a dampened, or a reduced fan base, or in terms of mass appeal, if it solidifies itself as the enthusiast's console, that's a big thing. That's almost coming back to the spirit of the original Xbox. 8 gig hard drive, you can put your music in there, it was like a mandatory broadband for proper online internet. Like, it was a enthusiast grade machine. The next Xbox has Steam built in, has all these market stores, works like a PC, but is actually a console. It's going back to its spirit after successive generations, going back to more in line with the spirit of what Xbox is. And the new person with Asha Sharma, the fact that she killed that marketing campaign was great news. Does it mean fundamentally anything changes in terms of Xbox's strategy? Not necessarily. But it's a recognition of, there's some energy with Asha. She's a young person coming in, ready to make space. Phil Spencer, I know people who met Phil Spencer. He looked, everyone said he looked checked out. And bless him, he's gone through a lot of shit. Like, for all the shit I give him, like, man, that guy, he gave it his all. Unfortunately, you know, it didn't work out. But, you know, he genuinely cared about gaming. And, yeah, he had to engage in an $80 billion battle, you know, deal with Tim Dog and all sorts of shit. And, bruh. But he looked murked. He looked checked out. Sorry, chat, man, but I am so murked. So he wants to retire, man. He wanted to retire. He's obviously aged considerably. He's gotten skinny. You know, he just looks older, man. The stress is on his face. And people were like, yeah. He was so happy. He was like, yep, Asha, Sharma, you deal with this shit. I don't have to deal with it anymore. And now, looking at the landscape where everything's extremely expensive, I don't understand where the console space is gonna go. Like, the whole point about it was it's easy to entry into gaming for the masses. And at these kind of prices, it's you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna be cross-gen bullshit that's gonna spread for ages. That's what's gonna be the case. Cross-gen is gonna be extended for time. It's gonna be so... If you thought it was bad before, it's gonna be... This is the biggest shame about this. Despite being a PC guy, I wanted the distinctions between generations because that's such an incredible thing to have, where you have a new baseline for all developers to adhere to or to try and achieve. That means it would just... Everyone is like, all right, boom, next set of specs. This is the base minimum. Let's go for it. And that time is gone. So now you're going to have cross-gen go on for time. 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, the generations are dead. And Phil Spencer did say that was going to happen. He did say that, I'll be honest with you. So, well, here's the Xbox One forward-facing again. That's why they're talking about forward compatibility. Remember last generation? Xbox One, they were saying that they believe the generation distinction is going to disappear. So they believe in forward generation. Go put respect on him. Put respect on his name, man. I'd love to sit down and chat to Phil Spencer on a level. Like, actually have a proper chat with him, man. Guys, how do you think Xbox will handle multiplayer with Steam being available next year? Will they drop online subscription? I think they make a lot of money in the subscription. I think how that works, I don't know the answer to that question. But I know Xbox Game Pass is coming with major changes. Insider Gaming reported, we had Insider Gaming reported, to say it like that, is that the Xbox is now teasing a potential tier for just Xbox Game Pass tier for just first parties alone. That could be something significant. A new rumored Xbox Game Pass tier only includes first-party games. That's the kind of tier that would only appear on... That could actually appear on PlayStation. What do you guys think about that? I don't think that's so bad on the face of it. It's like, But I think what they'll try and do is... maybe get rid of the day and date. I don't think the numbers are for the subscription. Since that price hike, I don't think Game Pass sub count has recovered. But after that partner showcase, they did show some. I was like, oh right, they're not letting off on Game Pass, because a lot of those games were on Game Pass. Even the and this is a big one. The for me, like, okay, Hades 2, that's a Game Pass game, and they're finally releasing on consoles. That's a big one. And then you've got The Expanse, Osiris Reborn. That's actually a Game Pass game. So I'm like, oh right. I was thinking they're gonna tone down the Game Pass, but I don't know. I don't necessarily mind the thing. I think it might be a good idea. Xbox Game Pass first party only tier, and they'll have their first party is gonna be cooking, man. They have, in terms of volume. You see M420 think it's a terrible idea? Why do you think it's a terrible idea? Just give us day one game on premium. I'm not interested in Fortnite crew. Yeah, I don't give a shit about that stuff. If the cost is good, yeah, I think the pricing makes a big difference. Yeah, Dub Mobile. If the pricing is good, I think could be dope. Some people imagine just want Game Pass to play first party anyway. And I agree with you. I think if it's like sub like 10 quid or £9 a month or something like that, that could be pretty sick, you know? I would be like, all right. But it depends on the pricing. After the showcase, I wanted to go to Chris Dring. I thought Xbox was overspending on deals for Xbox Game Pass, you bitch. Stranger Than Heaven expands to Hades. Did Christopher Diggs say that Xbox has gone beyond spending money on deals for Game Pass? Did he say that? Dring, man. I saw Christopher Dring at GDC lining up at Xbox, you know where they had their Xbox consoles and a little stand, and he was there. I think he was trying to get a freebie or something with that. I'm like, hey, I thought you hated Xbox. I was going to get the camera and do that, but I was Tom Henderson at the time. I don't want to be unprofessional wearing this inside a gaming shirt. I saw the Volus, what's his name? Jason Schreier there, looking exactly how you imagine. Good old Jason. I forgot you were doing the show. I've been playing Death Stranding 2 games. Got me, man. Oh shit, Eldrick enjoying Death Stranding 2. I still haven't completed Death Stranding 1. I need to do that. His brother is a dev for Fable? Who's a dev for Fable? Oh, Christopher Dring's brother is a dev for Fable? I'm confused, bro. What are you guys talking about? I don't know what you guys are talking about. This is the part of the show where I'm just gonna chill with you guys. You guys lead the show. What are we talking about? But yeah. You know, it was really interesting seeing going to GDC. It reinforced so many things that I was pretty sure about. The whole broski, guys, you need to understand the budget now for a AA game is disgusting. What you thought was for AAA budget is now basically a AA budget. 200 mil is like a standard AAA budget now. 300 mil. You thought that was crazy for like Spider-Man or something? Nah, man. Mad. It is mad. Oh, Christopher Drink's brother's working in Fable. Okay. Christopher Drink did say multiple times he was going hard on it as if he knew 100% they were done with investing. And I think a lot of people follow the tea leaves and then they just double down on it. But holy shit, man. When I told you that indies and AA's are where the future source is at, it is where the future source is at. So don't cry about UE5 to me, because these guys are doing some crazy things, man. Crazy things. And I have so much respect. So much respect for indies and AA's, man. Because now, so previously, to get a publisher like to fund your game, you'd give them a pitch deck, show them some work, maybe even a vertical slice. A vertical slice costs like millions now to even make now. But they'll show a vertical slice, then the publisher will get on board. Now, publishers demand that you have the game ready to go before they even publish it. And the developer's like, bitch, we needed your money to help us develop the game in the first place. So the whole landscape is the AAA space is just getting gutted now. But I will say this, and I was saying this to the developers. I was meeting there, and I could see it. Like from the grassroots, I could see it. I could see the you know, it's that scene from Dune where it's like, you know, I could see multiple parts, and all my parts are seeing, you know, enemies winning, but I can see a narrow way through, and the narrow way through is understanding that. So okay, it was actually a shit analogy. What I'm trying to say is this: you have all these creatives being let go at AAA studios, and what's happening is they're going back and forming their own little AA or indie studios. There's such a talent pool out there now, and a surplus, which might seem like a bad thing, but the future of the industry, if they're bold enough, start rallying together to build games, we're starting to see a market correction, because the AAA space for the most part is completely flaccid. What you're starting to see is these talented people. I did an interview with ex-Naughty Dog. Oh my days, bro. The shit I can tell you about ex-Naughty Dog developers. I'm at ex Xbox developers and the shit I could tell you would set the internet on fire. Especially by Neil Cuckman. Oh shit. I won't do it. I'm a professional now. I mean, I wouldn't really do it anyway in that landscape because these guys told me things in private. But oh my days, you can bet I want to just Neil Druckmann. I just want to. Oh shit, man. Shit. Ex-Naughty Dog devs, the reality of what it's like to be a Naughty Dog. Oh shit. Yeah, we're hearing it from the several sources, including my own sources that I've beforehand corroborate everything. They finesse you so nicely. They finesse you so nicely, bruv. Fonzer Gaming. Oh, good to see you, bruv. They finesse you so nicely. We care about the deaths. Oh, we really care. Neil Druckmann really cares. Neil Druckmann, you know, this is how him and like what's his name, Colin Moriarty love each other like that. He's a good friend of mine. He gets such a hard time. Oh my god, the reality on the ground of Neil Druckmann and the way Naughty Dog's culture is in their studio, what the developers think of that guy. Oh boy, I'd love to break some news, but I ain't got the energy for the controversy. Someone's gonna do it. It's gonna come out. The truth is gonna come out. One day, you have enough scored people. They're literally engaging in crunch. Good old Jason Schreier. He might come out and reveal the source about what it's actually like. You just play some Crimson Desert. We were talking about that earlier. I was talking about you, Fons. I can't speak on it, bro. But just, you clock what I'm saying, innit? You know what I'm saying, innit? You know what I'm saying, bro. You know exactly what I'm saying. It's the reality of game devs. It was really interesting to meet a lot of developers out there from ex-AAA. I met some oh my god, bro. You know what? Xbox. Let me tell you this. You know, the cancelled project, how Xbox just, it wasn't even Phil Spencer. It was Microsoft. Pulled the rug out of so many Xbox first party games. You can guess which games got cancelled, right? One very promising game in particular. An incredible game right down my freaking alley. My dream game. If you know what my taste in sci-fi are like, they were working on it. The developers were so they were loving it. Phil Spencer couldn't even stop playing it. And what Microsoft does, pulls the rug suddenly. The developers are like, what? They just find out as soon as everyone else found out that they cancelled this game. They couldn't believe it because it wasn't even Phil Spencer. It was way above their pay grade because Microsoft was pursuing AI. And so now what's happening now? They come back and go, no, hey developers, we kind of did shit. Copilot is wank, no one's using it. And we, you know, Satya is like, bloody, come on, Asha Sharma, she's nice. We're back to gaming. We'll do it properly this time. And there's so much mistrust with amongst first-party studios now. It's just like, yeah, okay. You'll pull the rug again. You'll find another shiny thing and let us go. But the egregious level of what they did to this studio and this game that sounded incredible to me. Oh, fucking Microsoft. And then you realize, oh wait, Sony, absolute dog shit tier as well. Their prize studio Naughty Dog. The culture in Naughty Dog is disgusting. Oh, the shit I can say. When you said Phil couldn't stop playing it, we already know what you were talking about. Shit! Proper hater, don't say it too loud, bruv. But anyway, that game was supposed to be amazing. Developers thought the game was sick. Proper hater knows which game we're talking about. Copilot is flawless. Bruv. Claude makes ChatGPT look like ass. Use Claude. Use Claude. First of all, Claude doesn't... Anthropic doesn't use your information to freaking sell you ads and shit. But yeah. It's the 100% the Star Wars MMO? No. No, it's not. Proper hater knows. See, proper hater, no. Patch knows. Yeah, so, bruv. Saying down with developers finding out what they were doing is just crazy. The romanticized version of what you guys have about the impression of Sony's first party studios and their talent and these personalities is wrong. Oh my god, I want to go in on some of this shit. But it is what it is. But I'm telling you right now, it's the AA indie space that you need to rally behind, because we're at a point where the technology is incredible. So it's not like you're necessarily seeing a massive diminution in value or in terms of complexity, or especially not creatively. Creatively, you're seeing an absolute massive uplift in just the level of creativity you see in comparison to the AAA space. Is not even comparable. It's the other way around. So AA indie is the future. That's where it's rallying. I'm a big proponent for tech strides in the AAA space, but to my angst, the AAA space has been bloated and just hit a ceiling it's bashing against for the longest time, minus maybe notable exceptions, which is GTA 6. And GTA 6 is something the entire industry and game devs are really interested in seeing. They you know what? It was quite. They're so excited, and not only just excited, the developers across the board from AA's and some other AAA studios, that they're just waiting with bated breath to see how far Rockstar raises the bar. And that's what raising the bar is. A statement they kept saying. They're just waiting eagerly to see how much Rockstar raises the bar. Even in my interview with the Valimortis guys on Insider Gaming, check it out, they said the same thing. So yeah, the Bethesda Cyberpunk game. Was Contraband cancelled? I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure it's cancelled, no? Oh shit. Dude, if you work at Sony these days, you might get scared that your whole damn studio might not make it for another month. Sony is not only, they've got another Haven Studios that's gonna be shut down surely. Like, what's happening with Fair Games? I don't know, man. Let me ask you this, guys. You think Rockstar Game gonna raise the price for GTA 6? Probably. They could charge 100 quid easily, and we would buy that shit. But I think it will minimum be 80, because obviously Nintendo brought that in with Mario Kart, which barely looks any different from Mario Kart freaking the last Mario Kart. So yeah, I reckon they're good, but they could get away with 90. They've spunked a lot of money on this. I actually got into the Valimortis beta because Insider Gaming talked about them a while ago. Oh, did you? Did you play the Valimortis beta? Oh shit, I haven't even got to play them. I might go to Poland to play. Bro, the guys are sick. And they love the fact that I actually love their games. I would always talk about Ghost Rider on like Twitter, and everyone's like, why is he talking about Ghost Rider? Because I liked Ghost Rider. And Ghost Rider 2, they jumped up massively. If you played Ghost Rider 1 and you see the level up, they're called level up game. I kept mentioning level up in my interview, but they leveled up. Like, you could tell, like, oh wow, this is a big jump. And now they're going to another level, so cool game. All right, nice. I need to check it out. I want to ask them for a code, bruv. Because yeah, I played quite a lot of I did a lot of interviews. I went to to the hotel private suite of another developer who I'm actually doing an interview with right now, and they had some really good games. One of them was called Crimson Moon, which is I'll be doing a preview for Insider Gaming. But look at this game, man. The graphics look amazing. Again, Unreal Engine 5. Yeah. And I saw behind closed doors gameplay. I issued a developer a challenge. I'm like, I want you to kill this boss without dying. They're not used to someone going in there issuing challenges to them. Yeah, and he really, bless him, tried, and he failed. Game is tough, but this game is really cool. It looks really good, and It's got co-op as well. I think that's the big one. I think it'll be really enjoyable. That's what I really thought I took away with. You have this, you're in a Nephilim, and you have this angel. You have angel form as well as thingy form, human form. But look, the co-op looks sick. It's tough. The game is tough, and I like that about this game. But watch out for my coverage on Insider Gaming for it. Ghost Runner is fire. Yes, Debba Flow. I loved Ghost Runner and Ghost Runner 2. Soundtrack, everything, the visuals, the design. But yeah, this is coverage of this is going to be coming out soon for Insider Gaming. I went to like a private suite with theirs. They showed me this and another game, but this one was definitely looks really good. So looking forward. Fair Games is still in development. Bro, don't ask me. Don't ask me how Fair Games is still in development. I have no idea. I'm expecting a news. Oh, we've cancelled it. If you can kill Blue Point, anything can happen. Why Fair Games is still alive, I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. The worst part is how much of cinema they put in their games. An average of 9 hours per game is ridiculous. 9 hours of what? Cinematics? Yes. Although with Marathon, I really enjoyed the exposition and the art style of the story that they're telling. They spend so much. The art team on that game, and it's for an extraction shooter like that. It's crazy. Ghost Runner was really hard for me at first. I almost dropped it because I was having so much trouble. But if you tough it out, you'll catch on. It's so dank. Ghost Runner is tough. I don't even know how people play Ghost Runner on console with the controller, because for keyboard and mouse, that's what it's made for. You can tell it's made for keyboard and mouse. It requires like quick aiming, looking. Ghost Runner 2 was even harder than Ghost Runner 1, but I loved Ghost Runner, man. I think it's a really good game. Indie to AA. Oh, it's at AA studio now. So yeah. Guys, didn't you know they changed the dollar to an S? That will save it. I think I did read that they changed that, because that's a bad look, because for multiple reasons. One, if the game doesn't make any money, they'll be like, oh, Fair Games with the dollar sign that didn't make any. I mean, Fair Games is still developable, but is it really? I don't know. Is it a matter of time till we hear it's shut down? I'm expecting to see that, man. Like, what on earth? From that CG... Bro, look. Okay, my God. Can't believe I'm playing a Fair Games trailer, but here it is, bro. The trailer was so flaccid, I didn't want to play it. But this is the trailer for Fair Games. And they show you a CGI trailer. When was this? This was in 2 years ago. Well, it's May 2023, so it's almost 3 years ago. And it looks the most generic bit of slop. Cheat the rich. Basically, discover new target. Billionaires. Their net worth. Bro, come on, man. Heists, get the cargo. Yeah. And you can just see the character designs and stuff is so uninspired. It's just like... Checklist exercise. What is it in this game? Like, I mean, this is all we have to glean for what this game is. Payday mixed with Redfall is basically, yeah. And I don't get it, man. I mean, Jade Raymond, she's been fading upwards for a while, but... So there's a gun that you can pull bits in. I don't know, man. I don't know what they're communicating here. I don't know what they're communicating with this game that makes it so good. I mean, the finals exists. That actually has some unique designs. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're writing it off too early. I will not write it. Look, I'll be happy to admit I'm wrong. Especially when it comes to multiplayer games. I want good multiplayer games. So, but I think we'll all be very shocked if Fair Games 1 releases, 2 ends up being good, and 3 ends up being a success, because releasing and being good in the multiplayer space are not even prerequisites to success. It is what it is. When I say good, I mean like decent. High God was not a terrible game. It was a decent game. But that wasn't enough. Decent isn't good enough. So I don't know what's gonna happen with. You're gonna get more closures are coming. There's definitely PlayStation got a lot more closures coming. So Xbox will as well. I'm sure the Xbox will have some studio closures coming or get cancelled projects. And big one I'm sidelining is State of Decay because I don't know what the flip is going on with that. No idea. And that's why I'm saying, bro, the AAA space is a mess. It's a joke, yeah? Technological strides are going to be hitting the ceiling. So then why are you hating on DLSS 5? Listen, man. DLSS 5 will change the game. Let the developers make sure that they have more fine-tuning capabilities with it, and then we're going to see some visuals. Some good visuals!
Realistic visuals.
I'm excited for the technical stride with DLSS 5. I hope that gets rolled out soon. I could even play an older game and have the DLSS 5 filter on. I don't need to make remakes of older games. Just boot up the older ones and see, add it as own lick of paint, yeah? Or the State of Decay will be a launch game for the Helix. Proper hey, I reckon State of Decay, I reckon Gears E-Day should be a launch game for the Helix, for sure. State of Decay, which is quite crazy because 2000, when was it? 2018 or was it? Studio acquisition. Oh shit, I'm dying here. So, I don't know. You better get a second 5090 then, Kaz. Hopefully it doesn't need 2 cards to run DLSS 5 in the retail version. I expect the retail version of DLSS 5 to be a bit jank because the tech is so demanding. It will be running maybe 30 frames and stuff like that. Maybe, I don't know. The tech is so far out there that I hate the fact that people just went out of their way to hate on it. There's no middle ground. Not even like, let's regulate it. Okay, the tech is good, but we need to be able to steer it this way. Don't, I don't know, completely counteract the creative identity of a title. Let developers make some changes here and there. Nope, that conversation didn't even come into place. It was just
AI slap. AI slap. Yeah.
Stupid. Anyway, for the game, people wondering he's talking about it earlier, look up ZeniMax Online. It's proper hater, man. Come on, bruh. Gonna get me in trouble, bruh. Gonna get me in trouble. The clocks go forward 1 hour for the people in the UK, so bear that in mind. Chat! I think I did a good job while I was ill doing this show to catch up with it. Next week we'll have a guest properly. And sorry for the last 2 weeks. I've been so busy, so many, just traveling, ill, still ill. But yeah, we're gonna make some memes. Look, the industry is in a weird space. Sometimes it looks healthy, sometimes it isn't. But I'm telling you right now, if I die today or tomorrow, just remember the words that Gaz said. Indies and AA's are where the future is gonna be. Yes, the AAA space is a state of turmoil. Yes, it's not great for developers or getting lost en masse. If you're a developer watching this, I suggest you rally together, start building bonds, actual real relationships, and work as teams to get your creative vision in check. You're talking about creative visions here and there with DLSS 5 and stuff like that. Have a creative vision for a title. Look at the Expedition 33 team. There was just a group of people that knew each other, had a clear vision, and built a game on Unreal Engine 5. Never coded in their life, or some of them hadn't, and delivered greatness. This is where the industry goes back to normal. After successive generations, the last 2 generations, we've had some really bad trends dictate game dev, especially in the AAA space. As bad as it sounds with layoffs, there's light at the end of the tunnel, and the new normal is where the indies and double A's are. And people are like, oh, indie double A's are virtue signaling, but no, it's not. Triple A space is done. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's GTA 6 and I'm looking forward to the AAA games. I'm not saying I don't care about AAA space, but as a whole, to push the industry forward, that thing is done. So it's all about looking at indies and double A's. They are the future. But even double A is now the new AAA, considering the value of the budget that you need. These are old AAA budgets. So when I say double A, I recognize that fact. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Project what? Literal table? Project what? What? Come on, man. But yeah. There's light in the end of the tunnel. Build a PC. Don't get shafted on console. And remember, DLSS 5 is the future. What's the tune, Eldrick? It's the tune, isn't it? The tune is Siren by Duckmore. I'll type it in the chat. Chat, on that note, peace out. I will work on a video. I have a very good video idea that I've been dying to make, but I'm back to getting videos done. It's been very busy, but I've been thinking about what kind of videos I want to make. I want to do more gameplay videos. I still want to do more I was gonna say Apex Legends. What? No, Arc Raiders videos as well, but there is some kind of like, I really want to take it to the next level with some stuff, but I'm just looking carefully, sitting down and formulating ideas, because yeah, I view the space as a creative space. I don't want to go fall in the same traps of people pushing the same routine rote crap. We'll see. I'll keep talking about it. It's time to let go of the delusion that a comparable PC is much more expensive. You're only lying to yourselves. It's not even, I'll be honest with you. The price thing, I'm not even pretending that the price will be the same to build a comparable PC. I'm just telling you the PC is the future. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you next week. Hit the like button. It helps massively. Smash it. Share it out. Give me a spam. Wait, don't. What? You know what? One sec. Save. There you go. The ending screen is here. Goodbye. I love you. Goodbye.